Nobody can stop this podcast. It literally is happening. It's a thing. It's real. It's everything and more. And also at the same time, it's absolutely nothing. I'm going to take my watch off because it's weighing me down because it's so heavy. I think I've talked about this before in the podcast, but I remember putting up an Instagram post. I think I was in an airport and I happened to have my hand in shot and my watch was in the shot. And this guy messaged me and goes, "Alright man, we get it, you've got an expensive watch." And I had to write back and go, "Hey, it's Fossil, it's like 80 quid. Okay? I'm not trying to flaunt it, but I am at the same time saying at Fossil UK, get in touch if you want me to wear your watches or do anything, even just work in the store. I'd appreciate that because I am struggling at the minute. I've got loads to talk about today. We're going to get into it. I'm joined, as always, 2 weeks in a row.
Whoa.
By my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Took too long to say friend there. I don't know why. Confidant.
Yep. Life companion.
No.
Yep.
No, because I'm married. Although, oh dear, I'm not wearing my wedding ring.
Inheritance to your estate.
No.
Yep.
No. But it's Aaron Butler.
Wow.
I'm going to applaud you in.
Wow.
You're wearing a Marvel jumper.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people wouldn't wear a navy jumper and black tracksuit bottoms, but then again, you're not everyone.
No. If there's one person who doesn't conform to the fashion rules.
Any rules.
Well,
Any rules.
You know.
Matter of time before you go to jail for anything.
Oh yeah, it could be any day now. We're just waiting on the call.
Yeah. We've had some nice trips over the last week or so.
Yeah, well.
We've been, don't Jen, I take you, Jen, I treat you good and take you to nice places.
You spoiled me.
Where have I taken you in the last week?
I mean, last week you've taken me to Portaferry. That
Yes.
was exciting. Thanks so much for bringing me to Portaferry.
Yep.
And then you brought me to the Terrace Hotel in Magherafelt.
Correct. And then the next night we did a show. No,
yeah.
Yeah, Portaferry and Magherafelt. The tour, I'm going to say this. I toured last year and I feel like it took me a while to get into it, to get a rhythm going, to feel like I was working the show out. I'll be honest, the first gigs on this tour have been extremely enjoyable for me. Not the audience. The feedback's been terrible.
Yeah.
But no, I'm joking. It's a bit like I'm waiting for something to go wrong because even the preview shows, Edinburgh and then Larne, Magherafelt and Portaferry, just gems, jam of shows.
I'm going to stop you there.
Yes.
Stuff did go wrong.
Technical stuff
Went wrong.
Did go wrong, but you know, Mummy.
You've had great ones.
Mummy has.
I've been stressed.
Did you filmed Magherafelt?
Yeah, I just watched back all
Looks good.
the clips. Good news and bad news. Good news is looks and sounds fantastic. Bad news is it was in Magherafelt. No, what?
No, you
hey,
didn't slag
what?
off Magherafelt.
We love the Terrace Hotel Magherafelt. It's all good. Everything's good. I'm just saying there's good news and bad news, Shane. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And you understand that.
Okay.
But yeah, it all came out really well. The sound sounds great. When we got our lights set up, it all sort of looks okay. It looks workable.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
What I'm in tomorrow night. If you're listening to this at a different time, it won't be tomorrow night. I am in Armagh.
Thursday.
In the Marketplace Theatre, Armagh. It's
Sorry, just spit it out, please. You okay?
sold out. Sorry.
Whoa. Alright.
Well,
Alright.
it's sold out.
We got there.
In the Nerve Centre in Derry on Friday, which I can't wait for because last year's Derry show was hot fun. Hot fun. That's what I describe it as.
Okay.
And there's still tickets out for that on the Nerve Centre website. One thing not to do, and we talked about this last year, one thing Mummy doesn't like is when boys and girls message Mummy in the lead up to a show and go, "What time's the show at?" Ask the venue. Ask the venue, don't ask me. Mick Jagger's never getting ready before the Rolling Stones do a major concert at Madison Square Garden. And they're like, "Mick, you gotta go on here." And he's like, "Hold on, Tammy Lee needs to know what time to get her Chinese at." You know, so don't ever ask me, and don't now think it's funny to start doing it because it's not.
No, you're right.
Don't ask me what time the show's at.
But if you do need tickets, just hit Shane up. He'll sort you out. Yeah.
Someone messaged me today. People are lovely, right? But someone messaged me today and was like,
Go on. People are lovely, but
someone messaged me today. Now this is innocent, okay? I'm just picking up on it because I'm being a dick. Someone messaged me today. I just seen your Armagh show sold out. Any chance of getting some free ones? Big fan. if you were a big fan, what you would do is when I say I'm doing a gig in Armagh, you would go, maybe I'll get tickets. What you wouldn't do if you're a big fan is wait until the week and go, we'll see what happens. Big fan wouldn't do that. But I'm only joking, it's all good, but the answer was no.
They tweeted for free ones?
Yeah.
Big fan tweets for free ones.
Well, I don't know if it said free, it was just like any chance of getting some, you know?
Oh, right. Okay.
Which will never really happen.
I was going to say, it'd be way more rude if they were just asking for comps,
Yeah, but then also as well, if you're like, I can just stick you on like some sort of list, then what if they go to the gig with friends, and they're like, we didn't pay for our tickets, and the friends are like, fuck's sake, it's 120 quid to go and see this guy. Yeah.
Well,
you know, and that's what we put the prices at this year.
In the Armagh marketplace?
Yeah, 120, yeah.
Okay.
Are you coming to, what shows are you coming to?
What have you got on this week?
Thursday Armagh, Friday Derry.
I can do Friday in Derry.
Friday in Derry, it's William Thompson's birthday, he's opening for me.
Cool.
So I'm going to take the little boy.
Yeah.
William Thompsolini. Okay, the little mafia boy, I'm going to take him to Nando's.
Lovely.
In Derry.
Lovely. That's a good
show. It looks like I've got my two sons.
Yeah, you do indeed, Daddy.
I think I might just take you up because he's working or something.
Right.
And he's got to leave like a bit later. I don't like that stress. You know, I like to get to a place and just be in the place.
Yep. Yeah, I hear you.
Just exist in the location.
Yeah, don't be complicated, Will. Just
quit your job.
Yeah, just come up here when you know what I mean. Move your mic closer to your face, by the way. It would just make me a wee bit happier. Boom.
How's that?
Yeah, much better.
You like that? So there's still tickets left for Derry, the Nerve Centre. I'll be honest, it might sell out. I think that's what people are saying. But if you want to come to that, it would sure be fun. And I think the show, I'm having a lot of fun. I was in London.
How'd that go?
On Sunday. Well, I don't know if you know this. I don't know if the listeners or viewers know this, but I can be dramatic at times. I can be kind of
oh no, you can't.
Dramatic. What? I can be dramatic in life, and I flew to London on like a 7 a.m. flight because it was way cheaper, and I thought, fuck, it's London, it's capital city, I'll have a lot of fun. So I get there, I have to wake up at like 3 in the morning to go get the flight, leave my car at my dad's, get my dad to take me down to the airport because it's beside his house. And then I get into London. And then my flight home after the gig was 7 a.m. So I had to get up at like 3:30. So until yesterday, I'd had like 6 hours sleep, 7 hours sleep in 3 days. And London was brilliant. I killed loads of time. I just walked about. I really just walked around London. Did the show. Load of people from home. Honestly, I've been going over to London to do shows since Pussy was a kitten, really. And this old woman, I know used to always say that, and I don't think she knew that people say pussy for pussy now.
Right, she's still in the mindset that pussy.
Well, she's dead now, but she used to say,
"Okay,
I haven't seen you since Pussy was a kitten," and I would always go, "That means funny," you know. I've been going over to London for shows for years. And it's always fun, but that was the best ever. The venue, the Angel Comedy Club with Bill Murray, that is the way to do it. The audience are right on top of you.
Okay, mate, does it hold?
100.
Nice.
And they're packed in like sardines.
Ooh.
So I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. So London was good. Thanks to everyone who came. Again, one of those ones where like I set out a list of what shows I want to film. That should have been one.
Should have been.
The ones that aren't, like Portaferry was fucking brilliant.
Should have filmed it.
Yeah.
And it'll be the same this week. You'll do Armagh and you'll go.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Can you film Derry?
Yes.
Great.
I sure can.
Great.
Let's hope for a good one.
Yeah. You said that they've all been bad.
Well.
Guys, the day I'm recording this is Tuesday the 3rd of September. Let's find out the burning question. What was happening this day in history? Welcome to This Day in History with me, Shane Todd, on the Shane Toddcast. In 1189, after the death of Henry II, Richard Lionheart was crowned King of England. That's a great name. That is a great... Like, he has to be king.
Say the name.
Richard Lionheart.
Yeah.
Like, that Richard Lionheart doesn't work in Costa.
No.
There's no way. There's no way you're ringing up Richard Lionheart and going, yeah, you're going to need to work a couple extra hours on a Tuesday. He's not doing it because he's Richard Lionheart.
What year did that happen?
1189.
So was it a case of they all just stood up in line and went, right, who's got the best name here? And they went, Francie and Desi and Seamus, and then he went
Richard Lionheart.
And they went,
yeah.
Alright, let's call it a day, guys.
Yeah, Richard Lionheart has to be king.
Yeah.
If Richard Lionheart asked me for anything he would get, if Richard Lionheart said, man, I like your fossil watch there, can I have it? I'd say, yeah, you're Richard Lionheart.
I've never met anyone with the last name Lionheart, so I'm going to think that that's not a last name anymore.
Do you want me to let's find out a little bit about Richard Lionheart?
The Lionheart family, I'd like to know the lineage. I feel like I probably come from Lionhearts.
No, you definitely don't. You definitely don't. You come from like panda kidneys or something.
No.
Yeah, you do. You come from like cat spleens. That's what you come. Your original name, if you trace it back. You were part of the cat spleen clan that lived in bins in 1189.
It was Lionheart's jester.
In 11, no, your family sucked the jester's dick because Lionheart asked for it and he got it. The cat spleens, Aaron Cat Spleen. Oh, my man, Cat Spleen. Richard Lionheart. Let's get back to Richard Lionheart. Thanks to Cat Spleen for that. By the way, on this podcast, you're only ever going to be referred to as Cat Spleen. And if you were here for this moment where Aaron's been christened Cat Spleen, you'll know what it is. It'll never be explained again.
Oh, I like it.
So outside the Houses of Parliament, apparently, there is a statue of Richard Lionheart. All school children learn about this great king. I didn't. Who reigned from 1189 to 1199, so 10 years. He earned the title Coeur de Lion, or Lionheart, as he was I actually gave myself a bit of a root there, saying it in French. As he was a brave soldier, a great crusader, he played Irish League.
I think you're on a dodgy website there.
And won many battles against Saladin, the leader of the Saracens who were occupying Jerusalem at the time. So his surname was not Lionheart, he was given that name. They're like, your name's Richard Lionheart. His surname is probably like Smith or something.
Cat Spleen.
And then he got Lionheart. Coeur de Lion. I'd prefer that pronunciation still, I think.
Yeah, it's still sexy.
Was he one of the greatest kings of England or one of the worst? It appears that he didn't have much interest in being king.
That's so Lionheart.
Hey Richard, we need you. Will you be king? Fuck it. Yeah, fucking may as well. In his 10 years as monarch, he only spent a few months in England. Oh, I love that. And so he's a politician, basically. He's a Northern Irish MP. And it is doubtful that he could actually speak the English language. What a mug-off artist. Richard, so you asked Richard if he'd like to be king.
Richard, we've a bit of a vacancy at the top of the throne. Would you mind filling in as king for us?
For me, it's way.
Yeah. Now,
c'est la vie, you know.
Can you remain in the country for just a little bit of time while you're doing it?
No. Sorry, that's him away. He's away to Barbados.
Oh, okay.
So he was the English king, could not speak English. Where the fuck was he from? He once remarked that he would. I sound like Tommy Robinson there. He once remarked that he would have sold the whole country if he could find a buyer. He's a bitch. He's such a sassy bitch.
Tried to sell England.
Richard, we love you and everything you've done for our country. Thank you. Well, I'd sell the place if I could find a buyer. No one would buy it or I'd sell it. Oh, Richard. Yes, no. He can't speak English. He doesn't know how to say thank you. Fortunately, he couldn't find it. So he genuinely tried to sell it. So that's this guy to be king. Can't speak English. Wants to sell it. He was the son of King Henry II and Queen Eleanor of Aquitaine.
And there's a statue of him.
Yeah. He spent much of his youth in his mother's court at Poitiers. During the last years of Henry's reign, Queen Eleanor constantly plotted against him. Sly.
Well.
But hey, that's mass for you, right? Encouraged by their mother, Richard and his brothers campaigned against their father in France. Oh, your heart, ganging up on your dad. King Henry was defeated in battle and surrendered to Richard. And so what a bitch move. What a bitch move. when your sons when all your sons get together to kick the fuck out of you, and you gotta go, I surrender, and your sons are like, go ahead, Richard became King of England, Duke of Normandy, and Count of Anjou. Fucking, he was cleaning up.
Back in the day. Like, what did they do back then?
Whilst wintering in Sicily. Oh, he's my kind of guy. Oh, I could easily have been King of England.
Wintering in Sicily.
We're expecting a long winter. King, winter is coming. I'll be in Sicily.
Are you holidaying?
Yes.
Or are you wintering?
I'm wintering in Sicily. He's such a bitch. Richard was met by his mother, along with potential bride-to-be, Berengaria of Navarre. She sounds fit. Definitely, like...
Of Navarre.
He initially resisted the match. No. Come on, Richard, she's perfect. No. On his way to the Holy Land, oh fuck. Richard getting his buckfast on. Part of Richard's fleet was wrecked off Cyprus. Hey, we've all been dying up and got wrecked off Cyprus, am I right? The island's ruler, Isaac I, made the mistake of upsetting Richard by badly treating his surviving crews. Richard landed in Rhodes, but immediately sailed back to Cyprus, where he defeated and deposed Isaac. There's a picture of him here, and he actually does look pretty sexy. He relented, and he eventually married Berengaria. Eventually relented and married her. Oh, fuck, I may as well relent. Will you marry me? They got married in Cyprus. He just didn't like spending... He fucking hated England. He had to sign a peace deal with Saladin. Okay, give me the... He died... It was while besieging the castle at Chalus in France. He was shot by a crossbow bolt in the shoulder. Sly. Gangrene set in. Ew, gross. Richard Lionheart stinking. Richard ordered the archer who had shot him to come to his bedside. The archer's name was Bertham, and Richard gave him 100 shillings and set him free.
Oh, weird.
Really weird? That's like if you punch me in the face and I was like, hey, come to an ATM and I'll sort you out 300 quid. Richard died at the age of 41 from his wound. The throne passed on to his brother John. A sad end for the Lionheart, and alas, also poor Bertham the archer. Despite the king's pardon, he was flayed alive and then hung.
So he got the money?
Oh yeah, but I don't think a couple of shillings is going to offset the pain of being flayed alive and then hung. Hey, Bertham, man, I've got good news and bad news.
Yeah.
We're going to let you keep your money.
Oh,
alright, that's yours. It's in
no
your
way.
account.
Yeah.
The only downside is
okay.
We're kind of going to, just a little bit, flay you alive.
Flay?
And then hang you, yes. Split you open, basically.
I don't like that.
I know, but you few quid there.
I know, but I'd rather not have the few.
Can't have it all. Can't have it all, Bertham. You're just being, what's the word? When you want loads of stuff.
Greedy.
Alright. So wow, Richard Lionheart. I really enjoyed that. This week's podcast episode is going to be called Lionheart, and thank you very much to Cat Spleen for teeing that up. Loads of other medieval stuff happened. The American flag, the Stars and Stripes, was approved by Congress on this day in 1777. Carried into battle in 1777 under the force of General William Maxwell. William Maxwell sounds like a guy who'd be in the Sunday World for selling fake fags.
That is, yeah.
Up in Cushendall. 1783, Treaty of Paris is signed. Boring. I want some juicy. In 1914, this is so French, the French capital is moved from Paris to Bordeaux as a Battle of Marne begins. We are moving it. Paris, you're no longer the capital. I like Bordeaux now. I've been to Bordeaux, it's a nice place. 1918, the United States recognizes the nation of Czechoslovakia. Who cares?
Recognizes.
Ho Chi Minh died, the leader of Vietnam. Also, don't think Northern Ireland isn't represented in this. You know, I know we like to be proud of some of our achievements. And in 2001, thank you very much, we've made it onto this genuine website. This, I promise, 100% true. The website is historynet.com, and it's all about world history. And I'm pretty pleased to say that we also feature 2001. Protestant loyalists in Belfast, Ireland begin an 11-week picket of the Holy Cross Catholic School for girls, sparking rioting. So, nice to be involved.
It was a good year, remember
nice that we have been involved.
I was in that.
You are all welcome. Yeah, you were trying to walk to school?
Yeah, no, I was campaigning.
Yeah, okay.
I was protesting.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was.
No, man, you weren't.
I was 10.
There's another news story that's caught my eye that I want to talk about, but I want to talk about it in the best way, which is see what the comments are on the Belfast Telegraph website about it. While I do that, I want to thank everybody who watched the TV show previously with Shane Todd, which is still on the BBC iPlayer for a wee while. Really, really happy with the feedback that it got. It means a lot. People went out of their way to say they enjoyed it, and I'm really glad. So, to answer the question I get asked the most, when's it on next? I don't know if it will be. I don't know if there's going to be any more. If that's it, I think it was really good and I'm proud of it. And if BBC don't want to make more, then that's their call. Did your mum and dad watch it?
They did. Spleen? They did.
Mr. and Mrs. Spleen?
Oh, yeah, the Spleen family.
Did they enjoy it?
My dad loved it. Genuinely.
Yeah, no, I said, did your mum and dad watch it? And you said your dad enjoyed it?
My mum didn't tell me a review, but I assume she liked it.
Can we find out from Anne?
I will go home today. Well, I'll not be here next week. You know why?
You're going to... I want to talk to you about this. You're going to Florida. Hey, man, there's a hurricane.
It's going to be gone by the time yeah, you're right, there is. It's called Arn. He arrives on Monday.
He's had a can of Coke and he's ready to make friends.
He's had 2 tiny free tins of Coke from the airplane and he's ready to bust.
I want to talk to you a bit about that in a sec. But I do want to say thanks very much to everybody who watched the programme. Proud of it and appreciate that. So this is what I want to talk about. Do you know who Jim Wells is?
The politician who's a bit of a character.
Jim Wells is a DUP politician. Story has emerged over the weekend there. Headline reads as such, a story in the Belfast Telegraph, but it's made national news. They were on Good Morning Britain today about it. He was on. Don't let people from here, including myself, go on national TV. Okay, because we'll embarrass ourselves. DUP's Jim Wells slams BBC's same-sex partner move on beautiful Strictly Come Dancing. Mr. Wells, so basically Jim has said that I think there's a same-sex couple in Strictly Come Dancing. As someone who likes to dance, do you watch Strictly Come Dancing?
Just highlights. I don't watch the full episode.
If
there's a nice dance on it,
I've never seen it. Ever.
Have you seen a clip?
Oh, I've seen it on, but I can't say I've seen more than a dance. You know what I mean? So Jim Wells has either asked his opinion or more than likely just decided to give it. And he's talking about the fact that there is a same-sex partnership on Strictly Come Dancing, which who gives a fuck? Either way, you know, I can't say that I look at that and go, that's amazing, but I'm also not looking at it and going, oh, it shouldn't be allowed. It's totally fine. It's not news.
Is it 2 girls or 2 guys? This is important.
Hopefully 2 girls. I don't know.
Because you reckon if it's 2 guys and Jim's like, this is a discreet, and then it's 2 girls, he's like, you know.
I'm not mad.
Come on.
I just think that it shouldn't be news. It's just people dancing.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But Jim gives a fuck.
Well, apparently.
Jim gives. You know what people say? I couldn't give a fuck. You couldn't give the fucks because Jim has them all. Mm-hmm. All the fucks, he's got them together, and he's using them for this situation. Now, the story gets way better because the caption of this story is, Mr. Wells doesn't have a TV or a TV license, but he said he had an arrangement to watch the televised ballroom dancing competition with friends. Oh my god. He can't be offended at something that's going to happen that he won't be watching anyway. That's like saying, I don't want anything I don't agree with to be happening in the world, whether I'm watching it or not. It is the most ridiculous argument. The former health minister, Jim Wells, said he will not watch the BBC's Strictly Come Dancing after Boss announced it would allow same-sex parents on the series for the first time, but admitted he would miss the show. So he can't bring himself to watch 2 people of the same sex dance. He can't do it.
He also apparently can't afford a TV license.
He can't do it without getting a hard on. That's the issue.
Oh yeah. Darn tootin'.
He's an MLA, by the way, so he represents people, so that's great.
Who doesn't have a TV or a TV license?
Jim Wells.
That's the weirdest part of all this, I think.
So he's on the Stephen Nolan show. He said he doesn't have a TV license, but he arranged to watch it with friends. Oh, he's great crack. What do you want to do this weekend, Jim? You want to go for a few pints? I thought I would come round to your house and watch Strictly Come Dancing on your television.
What is that, Jim? Do you not have a TV in your house?
I mean, he watches The Simpsons and mine 4 times a week. But
Yeah.
he says, I don't have a TV, but I watch Strictly Come Dancing with friends. A couple who are avid enthusiasts, so they regularly invite me around for dinner to watch it. Sounds like some crack, mate. Sounds like some crack. Can I come? Hey man, we're going clubbing at the weekend. By the way, no one's ever invited me clubbing in the last 15 years. Hey man, we're going club at the weekend. I can't. What are you doing? Well, me and Jim Wells are going around to friends of his to watch Strictly Come Dancing and have some dinner. He says, I don't and I won't have a TV license because if Stephen Nolan's on 420 grand a year, the money they're paying their presenters is absolutely obscene.
Oh wow.
It's relative. He's on that amount of money because they can afford to pay him that amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Nolan give me money, right? But at the same time, he said he'll miss the programme, which he said was wonderful family viewing. He says this has been demanded by the LGBT community. The programme goes out at 7:30 on a Saturday evening when families want to sit down and watch something they won't be challenging, won't ask any awkward questions, won't be embarrassing. It's going to ruin it for family viewing. It's not. It might say... Same-sex people dancing isn't going to ruin family viewing. If you're watching same-sex hardcore porn at 7:30 on a Saturday, yes, children will have questions. That maybe shouldn't be allowed, but neither should straight porn at that time on a family TV show. He thinks 2 people dance. Like, how can you go through life if you can't handle that? What's he going to do if he sees 2 guys fully tonguing each other in Botanic Gardens on a sunny day?
Join in.
Yeah.
That's what he's gonna do.
That's what he should. Yeah, that's what he should do and get over it.
He's gonna take his route and he's gonna walk with it over to them.
I was scared of dogs. You know this up until 2 years ago. Then my mum got a dog and now I love dogs.
You're a dog guy now.
So I think he's just gotta get involved and then he won't be scared.
Yeah.
That Jim, waltz with me.
Yeah, best way to
Waltz
face your
with
fears.
me, Jim.
Best way to face your fears. Head on.
Jim, I will donate a significant 50 quid amount of money to charity. A charity of your choice. It can be a unionist I'll give it to the Orange Museum. If you and me, Jim, tango in Kremlin on the dance floor, just dance with me. Jim, I just want you to dance with me tonight. Okay? And then we can have dinner. We go round to your friends for dinner after and watch Strictly, Jim. And I'll tape it and we'll edit out all the same-sex couples if that's what you want. But all I want you to do is dance with me. And if you don't feel anything, then fine. But just dance with me, Jim. Can we get a change.org petition? Jim Wells, dance with me.
I think we get a Kickstarter set up. We get the whole campaign flowing in this. He
says once you get past the watershed, there's plenty of programs that cater for the demands of the LGBT community.
How would you know you don't have a TV license?
Yeah, he doesn't have a TV.
Hey Jim, how do you know so much about TV when you don't have a TV though?
That's like me getting really, really annoyed about something that's happening in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Something trivial that's happening in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Oh, is that where you live? No, I live on the other side of the world. Well, don't get annoyed about it.
Yeah.
Brilliant. He says we'll watch something else. There's Casualty or something we can watch. Saturday night, Jim. Jim, you only live once, mate. You don't need to. Your Saturday nights don't need to be going round to your mate's house and bothering them and stopping them having crack because you want to come round and watch Casualty, a show about people being in hospital. You used to be health minister, mate. So you're watching that reminding yourself of the bad job you did when you were health minister. Jim, let's dance. Let's dance, Jim. I'm going to put my arms around the small of your back. And Jim, you're going to put yours around my neck. Okay? You're not strangling me. We can do it the next time we dance. One step at a time, Jim. But you put both your hands around my neck and we are going to slow dance. And I'm going to whisper in your ear, you're brave. He'll miss it. He's going to miss it. That's sad. Now what we should do is find the best comments on the Belfast Telegraph comment section.
Oh, I'm sure that'll be difficult to do.
Lou Robb says, I personally think it will ruin the show, which I love so much. Oh, you must be great crack too. And yeah, pointless. He stands up for he believes in. Well done, Jim. Oh no, I'll miss Strictly. Yeah. Someone said, quoted him saying, "I will miss Strictly. My favorite program is If I Got News for You." Blah blah. He said, and then the person said, but he says he has no TV. Because is there anything worse than scrounging a TV off your mates?
Yeah. What happens if you find a program you like Love Island? Well,
you book in round so your
looks
mates
like I'm moving to your house for the full 2 months.
I come round your house 9 o'clock every night. No, I'm trying to live my life with my family. Hey, +1. Jim now goes to his friend's house to be offended by a TV show, and the Belfast Telegraph finds this newsworthy. Someone should warn Jim that they occasionally feature LBGT storylines in Casualty. Yeah, that's what I hope. The next episode of Casualty, there's a guy who comes in, and the doctor's like, "What's your condition? What's wrong?" And the guy goes, "I can't help just snogging guys really impulsively." And before Jim can get the remote, they just ate the face off each other.
Yeah. And a new nurse joins the program.
Someone's a full tout here. I think the TV license people should pay a visit to his house to confirm he has no TV.
That is pretty good.
Jim Wells, I'm offended by something on TV. Also, Jim Wells, I don't ever watch TV.
That's what I'm saying. It's the fucking stupidest shit ever. Like, what?
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Someone says the fact he has no TV makes him even rarer than I initially thought he was. Oh, brilliant. Wow. I'm sure your friends are inconsolable that Jim will be joining them on a Saturday night. Bet he was some crack.
By the way, who's this friend he's going round to see? Is it
it's a couple. It's
fella?
Couple. No, it's a couple. He goes round. They're obviously just trying to enjoy their marriage and time together.
Yeah.
They're probably just retired and they're like, we enjoy some time. Jim, get the remote out.
Oh. He's brought his own universal one. He changes the channel through the window on you.
This guy Kevin says, so you're telling me that a middle-aged man who has not got a TV but has made arrangements to watch Strictly with Friends is complaining about same-sex couples? If he is willing to take time out of his day to watch Strictly with Friends, I'm pretty sure he's also willing to stay in that closet of his until the day he dies. Oh.
That got dark real quick.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. So he goes to his neighbours to be offended. When he starts paying for a licence, then he can have an opinion. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, that's so enjoyable. Hey, is that the most Northern Irish thing ever? I'm offended by this. Well, don't watch it anymore. Well, no, I can't. I mean, I don't have a TV, but I would be if it did have one. Fuck me, that's so great.
Well, we look back in 5-10 years time and just be like, remember how crazy times were when that sort of shit happened?
Nah, because
we're doing it now.
Times aren't going to move. The DUP aren't suddenly going to come out as good crack.
No.
Hey, all of a sudden we've decided to be banter.
We've all got TVs now. Ooh. Look, there's 2 men dancing in the party. Woo. Keep it up, fellas.
Hey, we've just decided to come out. We're at next EP party conference. They're going to be speaking fluent Irish. Same-sex politicians kissing each other,
yeah.
feeling each other's bums.
Yeah,
all of it. They're going to do it all.
It's like a musical.
Oh, that's enjoyable. Shout out to Jim Wells. Jim, if you want to watch anything round at my house, do it. It's like, we talked about this in Boytown this week. It's a wee bit like Dave Chappelle's new Netflix special. Phenomenal. Right? Phenomenal. He talks about things that people could deem to be controversial subjects.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the beauty of Netflix compared to terrestrial television now. You completely choose what you watch. And anybody who, liberal people, and I like to think of myself as liberal at the same time as enjoying his special, liberal people will go, You can't say that. Don't say that. He should be banned, cancelled. You can't say that and then also advocate for freedom of speech. You just can't. So, if it's that, then it's no freedom of speech. It just pisses me off. Watch whatever you want, right? Watch whatever you want, and the second something offends you, you don't like it, blip, turn off.
Mm-hmm.
Turn off, and let people who enjoy it, and you go watch something else.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong?
I don't think you're wrong. I think you're dead right.
I say it, Spleen says it.
Don't know how I feel about this new name.
Hey, Spleen, stop.
I know we're saying freedom of speech, but I just feel like Spleen's too much.
No, it's not, Spleen.
T-shirts?
Yeah. How long? What time are we at?
We're at 35.
Okay, listeners' questions time. Richard Parkinson says the answer is Jim Wells. I'll let you come up with the questions. Hey man, how great that we've just spent a long time talking about that. Cheers for that, Richard. Phil McSee says, hi Shane, what a show previously was. Only a matter of time before Mr. BAFTA comes calling. Hey, you're right. Also, I don't like that he's made this picture. Okay, and if you're a viewer of the podcast on my YouTube channel, Shane Todd Comedy, you can see for yourself.
By the way, that's the best Dave's ever looked.
Yeah, I'm gonna retweet that. Me and Dave Elliott done up for the BAFTAs. Des Bennett says, would Boris Johnson be more chilled out if he wore a shell suit and addressed the media in trackies? See, to be honest, the whole, like, in terms of bigger politics, like, you know, UK politics and world politics, I said before, I said again, I don't really have do you understand what's happening at the minute?
I used to back in the day, but not at the minute.
I have no clue.
At the minute, it's kind of messed up. Like,
I don't know if what Boris Johnson's doing is good. I don't know if it's bad.
yeah.
I'll wait until it affects me, and then I'll make a plan from there. Not make a plan as in like Guy Fawkes type thing, you know. But
bomb shelter. You've got like a wee apocalyptic shed in your back garden. You just hide on it.
Do you think? Do I strike you as someone who would be a doomsday prepper?
Or yeah.
I'm the opposite.
You're the undoomsday prepper.
If I knew doomsday was coming,
unprepper?
I wouldn't even prep. Even if you were like doomsday on Sunday, I'd leave it to Saturday to prep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, what can you really do in that amount of time? Like, if someone tells you the word's gone tomorrow,
what would I do?
You just accept it, don't you?
I would just want to die as part of Doomsday, because if there's only like a small amount of people left at the end of it, things like who cares about social media after Doomsday? So I wouldn't have any sort of following really anymore.
Right.
If there's my life is about followers. So
okay.
if everyone's like, what are we gonna do? I was like, hey guys, just remember I have blue tick on Twitter. That wouldn't mean anything. If you had to restart the world again, there'd be new social media. I'd be starting zero followers. But nothing in it for me.
The other side of that, I could see you wanting to survive Doomsday and then come back as the almighty ruler of the world, and you gather whatever few people there are left, and you go.
Now you mention it.
All hail King Crowns.
Charles Manson. Hey guys, if anybody's interested in just a chat from me, I'm going to hire out a room in the Park Avenue Hotel, a function room.
Survivors. It's for the survivors.
I've got some ideas.
Yeah.
Nothing controversial, but come down there and we'll take it from there.
Yeah.
I would love to start a cult.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'd be well into that. Do you know much about Charles Manson?
Yeah, before the movie came out, I sort of watched a few wee bits and pieces of documentary about it all.
You look, and knowing you, if you lived in Hollywood, America during that time, you would have been one of his followers.
Oh, I'm a follower, yeah, I still am.
Do you know what? He got like what he thought were like beautiful girls involved. In reality, they weren't. Like when you look back at it, you're like, nah. He went for quantity for sure. Yeah, but he went quantity over quality.
Yeah.
And then because here's the thing, you can't really make good looking people do stuff. Good-looking people will do stuff when they want to do stuff. Yep. It's like me and you doing this podcast. We had this scheduled to start at 1 and it's 7 p.m.
Yeah, and that was on my terms, not yours.
No.
Yeah.
But here's how he got guys in. He would like get the girls to almost seduce the guys, and then the guys would be like, hey, this life's pretty good. Charles Manson would be like, these women are yours. You do whatever you want. And then you'd be like, oh, cool. And then Charles Manson would go, but also you got to have no inhibitions. So you and I have got to do stuff. So that would be great for you.
Well, no, it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
My sort of thing.
You would 100. You would be one of his followers, definitely.
Spleen leading the charge.
That's Charles Manson and Spleen. That's what it would be.
Cartoon spin-off.
Oh no, Spleen. I do the voice of the. It's like Top Cat, but it's Spleen. It's on such a low budget.
Top Cat.
Spleen.
Officer Charles.
Well, Spleen. And you need loads of shots from the vets, but you can't afford it.
There's always little flies all around me all the time. Oh God.
Rebus says
Rabies?
No, Rebus.
Okay.
Says, hi Shane, Dairy Girls has just made it down here to New Zealand and was wondering if you'd watched it and what the general consensus on how it was received. So thanks for reminding me, man, of the story which has been discussed in the podcast before, where I auditioned for Dairy Girls and did not perform well. Do you know about this? I did an audition for Dairy Girls.
I've never heard this, no.
So I had to do like a Derry accent, which
no.
I can absolutely do, not a problem.
Uh-huh.
I'm from Derry. You know what I mean? So I had to do it. I do a Derry accent, absolutely fine.
Yeah.
It was one of the first actual auditions I'd done with a casting agent.
Oh yeah.
I've done loads since and never got one, but I did an audition last night. I hope I get it. But
did you really?
Yeah.
Auditions are weird, aren't
Filmed
they?
it here, yeah.
Oh, a self-tape?
Yeah, self-tape.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like in front of...
Oh no, but this one was in front of like a casting agent.
Yeah, they're not fun.
Do you know what? The only casting agent I've auditioned for, which I've done all my auditions for the one group.
Okay.
They're the nicest. Like I could understand how you could walk into a casting and feel like not comfortable, and they just like imagine sometimes like a meat market in and out.
Oh yeah.
Luckily, the people that I've done the casting for, they really like make you feel at ease. You do it
Yeah.
again if you don't like it, that kind of thing. But I think auditioning is a skill in itself that you have to learn. It's different. It's like almost different to acting.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's taken. Well, I haven't got it yet. But anyway, I auditioned for Dairy Girls. I had to do this accent. I also didn't know what off book meant, so they said, "Can you come off book?" Which means don't look at the script, know it off by heart. I thought off book meant like, well, I don't know what I thought it meant, but I just thought by default I might be off book. So I was like, yeah, I'm off book. And they're like,
you've got a book in your hand. You off book? Oh yeah. Hold on, I open it.
I didn't read anything for a week in the lead up to it because I was off books. I thought it meant just don't read in case your brain gets sore. So so I went in, I did it, and I really fucked up the accent. And I think my performance was good, but the accent was just, and I was reading basically. So you can't act if you're also reading something.
You have to know it inside out.
So anyway, it just didn't go good. And then the most annoying thing is, I spoke to someone months and months later who was like, really liked your audition, and it was literally between you and the guy who got it.
I hate that.
You know? Now that could be not true, but
I know.
also it was annoying. And it's made me like work hard for auditions that I do. But anyway, Dairy Girl, what was the reaction to it? I think the reaction was something you never could have expected. Like it was a phenomenon, probably the best way to describe it. I think it went on Channel 4 with like not much expectation in that you know, they weren't saying beforehand this is going to blow up and be huge. It was kind of like, here's a new sitcom from Northern Ireland. It just caught on like wild. From the first episode, it got everybody talking, and for the first time for I think a Northern Irish production, it got people talking everywhere, you know. So I don't think it could have gone better for them. The reaction to it's good. I enjoyed it a lot because I think one thing they nailed, and saying this as someone who didn't get a part in it, one thing they nailed was the casting. I think that like people like Kevin McAleer, Tommy Tiernan, who's the older guy, Ian. He was in Game of Thrones.
BD? No,
I know who you're thinking of. No, I'm thinking of someone different. He plays the grand in it. Shit, I'm sorry, I don't know the guy's name, but Ian McElhinney. People like that. Jamie Lee O'Donnell, very, very well cast. Like casting's a big thing if I'm watching something, because if I don't believe people in the role of the thing, I can't get into my head. I can't enjoy the thing.
Yeah.
It's like when people do accents wrong. I know I've made sketches about that, but I genuinely go, no, I can't take it seriously.
Yeah.
But fantastic reaction to it. It'll probably do a lot it already has done a lot for Northern Irish comedy. Because people kind of go, oh, there must be, like, what else is from there? And the thing I auditioned for last night, probably can't say. I'm not being a dick, man. Like, I can't really talk about it, guys. Top secret. I probably really can't because that would be sly to the people making it. But
Avengers?
it might.
The new Marvel movie?
Yes.
I knew it.
Yes, it's going to be the man boy Cheeky and his sidekick.
Hey, let me guess. Go on.
Cat Spleen.
Oh, no.
The man boy Cheeky and Cat Spleen.
He's got a cape from somewhere. Still smells like shit.
Hey, that's a newspaper and it's not a cape. Rebus, thanks for your question, man. Yeah, received really well. Oh, I just literally got 2 more in the run up to this. Jared Donnelly says, do you have a TV license? Yes, I do have a TV license. But also, should I have to pay one when I'm talent? Probably not, but I do. But yeah, I hope you have one too, man, because that goes in my pocket.
Nah, you gotta be very careful.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, you only
I'm
got
free falling.
You had 1 episode. Okay,
Yeah.
There's no more.
Yeah, and it's one of the best things it's been on.
It's quite good.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Quite good.
It was really, really good. It was really good.
I mean, yeah.
Universally liked. I saw people on Twitter saying, I hadn't even seen this guy before this, but I enjoyed it. And I had some other people who, and it's a bit sly, going, I didn't like this guy before it, but it's just good.
There you go.
You know?
You can't please everyone.
Yeah, I have a TV license, man. Thank you for the question. Laura says, thoughts on Give Up Your Old Sins? I'm gonna guess that's a song.
Or a meme of some kind.
Give up your old sins. Give Up Your Old Sins. An Oscar-nominated Irish short film. Oh, cool.
Okay.
It's 4 minutes, 20 seconds.
Too long.
Yeah, far too long. I'll watch a tiny bit of it. Here we go. I'll probably watch it another time or something. But yeah, it's good. Yeah, really good. But Laura, if you worked on that or you made that, I really like it. But I don't have. I can't have 4 minutes 20 for anything these days.
Without an invoice, anyway.
Yeah. Companies invoicing companies for 4 minutes. How much for 4 minutes? About $1,000 after the amount of minutes. Venue running a competition to win tickets to see me. I don't like that because it means people aren't paying for the tickets, even though it's only 2. I like money. Matt Gelder. I don't like questions. I guess he says Arnie Foster, Michelle O'Neill, Jerry Adams. Fuck one, stab one repeatedly in the face with a large knife. Marry one. I like you mixed it up a wee bit there. Nah, I don't like I wouldn't hang out with politicians, full stop, man. Even to stab them. Wouldn't hang out with them. You know.
What about like American politicians like Clinton and Obama and all those cool cats?
I don't think there's one you can trust. I don't think there's been a big level politician in history that you can go, he or she was 100%. You know, you see something where you're like, but did you know this? And you're like, bollocks.
Putin seems pretty solid.
Clinton?
Clinton? Hey man, Clinton's legit as they come. Clinton just likes a bit of extracurricular activities.
Do you know like conspiracy theories about him? Like, do you listen to like what?
No.
If someone was to say, what about, would you know what they were going to say? No?
All I know is the whole scandal about the
Mark
intern.
Lewinsky?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all.
There's
more? Is there like a YouTube video that you've watched late one night with a tinfoil hat on just...
I'm not a conspiracy guy.
No.
But
yeah.
Let's talk after this.
Okay.
Let's just say it's rumoured, and I don't want to be liable, it's rumoured that he has an undeclared investment in a card shop.
Okay.
Clinton Cards. off the books. That's all I'm saying. No, I'm only joking. We'll talk after. Matthew Mernon says, plenty of folk have got tickets to see you, but who have you got tickets to see in the next few months? Great question, my man.
Very good.
Also, I am going to see people in the next few months. I'm going to see Tudor Cinema Club in the Telegraph building in Belfast, which will be unbelievable. Like, Tudor have so many bangers from some of their first albums. The album before last, there's a song called Bad Decisions, which is brilliant. And this album that's out at the minute is one of my favourite albums of the last couple of years. It's really, really good. There's a song and it goes, soon as I found you, you give it away once in a... What's called, they sing it marginally better. Alex Trimble sings it marginally better than this. I'm just going to play one little second of it. Okay. But Tudor are absolutely brilliant. And the fact that people don't even really know that they're from here all the time. But I'm really, really excited to go to that show because I haven't seen them live before. Well, I saw them in Bangor at Ward Park, but I just want to see their concert. That's in October. I think you can still get tickets for it, and I would recommend it. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be singing. I'm going to be dancing with other men. Hello, Jim. I want to play just a second of the song. By the way, their videos are some of the best music videos you'll see. Really, really different. Kind of like not taking it seriously, but good. I'll just play a second of the chorus in case this gets seen. Okay, Tudor. That's what I'm going to see. I don't think I'm going to see much else apart from other comedians doing shows. I'm going to see my boy Colin Geddes do the SSE. I don't know which night I'm going to. I'll probably go to both nights. I love going to watch mates do shows, especially big shows or solo shows or whatever. So Colin's doing the SSE in January. I know he's sold out a date, and he's got one more still on sale. Hang on, I'll tell you now. He's maybe doing one on the 11th of January and one on the 24th. And I think the 11th of January sold out.
Yeah, right? That sounds
and
right.
The 24th is still on sale. The SSE Arena website, but get tickets SSE website Friday 24th of January, because that's a huge moment. Yeah. A local comedian doing the Odyssey, so go and check that out. And also 20th of September, the Man Boy Cheeky, the Waterfront Hall. There's like 40 tickets left. Just get rid of them for me. I might just buy them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
No, you will.
No.
Hand them out.
Just get rid of them. Matthew, thanks for the question. I don't go and see that many concerts, but I do enjoy going to see stuff when I do. That is, I think, the end of the questions. There is a message that I sent to Van Morrison on Instagram to see if he'd do something with me, but I don't think he will. Anyway.
Is that the special thing? On the...
Give me a word that might... between me and you that I might understand.
Geldof?
Oh, there's no way. No, it's just for... I would almost think of it once I got like, will you do something? If he said yeah, I'd be like, okay, what about this? But that would be... But there's no way, like that, he's the last person that would do that.
Yeah.
But amazing if I could, but maybe I'll try. Should I try? Fuck it.
You don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah, fuck it. Guys, that's it for this week's podcast. I don't know how you watch or listen to the podcast, but there's many ways to do it. The audio version is on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. And the video version is on YouTube, my YouTube channel, Shane Todd Comedy. You'll get links for it wherever. You'll be able to find it. I want to thank Cat Spleen, who sometimes goes by the name of Aaron Butler.
Nice, thanks.
What do you want to plug, man? What do you got coming up?
Nothing for the next while because I'm in Orlando for the next sort of 10 days, but I have a shitload of gigs in October that whenever we come back again, I'll plug away at those.
Alright, my man. Shine.net, you want to come see me on tour, tickets are all there, Shine.net. Thank you very much for listening to or watching the podcast. I appreciate it, and I will see you next week. And Jim, the offer's still on the table. In the words of David Bowie, let's dance, put on your red shoes, Jim, and dance the blues. And if you say run, Jim, I'll run with you. Call me.